Pakistan seems to have got some respite in the tussle between them and India. One of the many more, of course, to come in the days leading up to the ICC Champions Trophy. India will sport the jerseys in keeping with the ICC rules. Earlier this week, talks emerged of India not wanting to sport Pakistan as host country under the Champions Trophy logo on their jerseys, as they were not playing their games in Pakistan. India's matches, including the knockout ones, if they make it, of course, will be held in Dubai. PCB was, of course, livid. They accused India of politicizing cricket, went to the ICC crying foul. The ICC some days ago came out with a stern message that every single team involved in this tournament had to abide by the conditions stipulated when it comes to jersey design. No geopolitical tension will replace an ICC tradition, however sensitive the matter. And the first real action of the newly appointed BCCI secretary has been to assert and officially tell us that India will, in fact, stick to ICC principles and wear a team jersey that is in keeping with the rules. Have the name of the host country, Pakistan, printed on the Indian team jersey.
BCCI will follow every uniform-related ICC rule during Champions Trophy. Whatever the other teams will do regarding the logo and dress code, we are going to follow in true letter and spirit.
One can imagine the predicament the new BCCI Secretary Devajit Saikia finds himself in. His first major challenge, of course, will be to ensure that India's campaign at the Champions Trophy goes smoothly without any snags or much controversy. That's a tough ask. That's proving to be an already difficult challenge. The two countries have been on opposite ends regarding various matters already. Another one brewing, of course, is Captain Rohit Sharma's travel to Pakistan for a pre-tournament event. There is still uncertainty regarding this, given what the secretary had to say as well.
Whether Rohit Sharma travels to Pakistan for ICC media engagements is something that's still not decided. We will discuss it in due course and decide accordingly.
Of course, the skipper today had many other problems on his mind. Turning up for a domestic game after nearly a decade, he was finding it a little difficult to negotiate the deliveries during Mumbai's match against Jammu and Kashmir in Mumbai. Getting out in single-digit score, BCCI and the Indian government, though, as we know, are highly hesitant in giving the green light for this move. And they have a precedence to fall back onto. There was no proper captain's event before the T20 World Cup that took place last year in USA and West Indies. Of course, the reason for that was more of a logistical problem. It was tough to get a proper time and schedule which would have suited all the captains, because the warm-up games that the different teams were involved in were scheduled across the different countries. Here, the reservation comes from a different reason entirely. Security is, of course, top concern. So what does Pakistan promise in terms of security for the ICC event? Well, at least 17,000 personnel will be deployed across the three venues that's hosting the tournament and the games throughout ICC Champions Trophy: Karachi, Lahore and Rawalpindi. Punjab government could also provide round-the-clock security to the 6 teams that would be travelling through the hotel and the stadiums. These will, of course, amount to around 12,500 personnel. Let's get into a breakdown of the stadiums. When we're speaking, 7,500 security officers, including commandos, will be deployed to secure Lahore Stadium. That's the key venue. 4,500 officers will stand guard at Rawalpindi. Snipers and aerial monitoring will also be done during the tournament, is what we're hearing. Paramilitary rangers will be involved in the security detail. But what about Karachi? Officials say more than 5,000 security officers will be deployed, including Sindh Police, that will also take charge at the venue. But security is not the primary concern, or not just the concern. The phrase "love thy neighbour" is far from applicable here. There has not been an Indian cricketer who has stepped foot in Pakistan for decades now. The last time anyone connected with the Indian cricket went over to Pakistan were board members Roger Binney and Rajiv Shukla. This was in 2023, and it was for an official PCB dinner during the Asia Cup. So will India really be keen to rewrite history now, when the situation between the two countries isn't any better? Your guess is as good as mine.
From breaking news to the day's biggest controversies, shedding light on the world's top headlines. Detailed analysis on the stories that matter the most to you. Catch it all on Spotlight at 6 p.m. India time and 12:30 GMT. Only on Firstpost.